What is going on, guys? It's me, the Ninja Fury here. Time for another exciting review of Fairy Tail episode 299. Here we go, 299. But I want to add those 2 extra 9s because, or 3, whatever. Yeah, 3 extra. No, it's not happening. Don't want to go that route. But anyways, episode 299 of Fairy Tail. So in this episode, we have the conclusion between Ultier's, Sherry, and of course Wendy versus D Maria, yeah, her. So basically, we have pretty much the last technique that Sherry can only use. Now the thing is, when it comes to that though, unfortunately, when it comes to Sherry, when it comes to that, she has to use one final technique. And with this last stand, with Sherria's last stand, she's able to use this technique to actually, but there's a catch though. The problem is that she would have to sacrifice her actual God Slayer magic in order to actually, you know, pretty much use this power. Now the problem is that right after that, she will lose the power of God Slayer magic. She will lose that entirely if she actually uses this technique. And when she uses that technique, when it actually happens, that's it. So she will lose that power. So against her, it's actually pretty insane how she was able to outsmart her time freeze in order to use that particular time, because Wendy and Charlotte both are learning, like they just finally learn little by little to actually see within the future, and that's pretty insane. So with that pretty much in mind, you know, that's pretty much what we got. Basically, when it comes to the rest of the stuff, we have that fight going on, and then the fight finally concludes. But what the problem is, because not even Wendy's Dragon Force wasn't able to stop her, so she basically had to use Sherria in order to actually finally use her God Slayer magic to one final stand attack, and then after that, that's it. And it was able to be enough in order to actually, so they were just pretty much to distract her while she was actually gaining up this power to use his final technique. When that happened, that's it for her. While Sir Maria actually pretty much got defeated, Sherry unfortunately lost her magic ability, and it really does suck because, you know, after she just gained that boost and after she just used that, all her God Slayer magic was pretty much gone. So now she's just a regular normal girl. And then pretty much, you know, we see Wendy, she's crying, she's basically just like hugging her and stuff like that. And that's pretty much what we got, you know, for that fight. So that fight right there pretty much concludes. It was a very emotional fight, especially towards the very end. Very OP, I must say. Like, De Maria is definitely like a female god Dio. But I would say Ultier is more like the Dio in that sense, but way more broken, and it's like ridiculous. So that right there is the first half. The second half, we got the assassin dude, which I'm trying to remember his name. Jacob, I'm sorry. The name is Jacob, one of the Spirited 12, obviously. And this dude is an assassin. Now, when it comes to assassination work, he, you know, pretty much they would think that assassins are pretty much sneaky and sneak around the darkness or just in like corners where no one can see them. But this guy is so clean, he can just be out in the open and be like, hey, you see me, now you don't. Like, this dude was pulling a John Cena, man. And it's crazy. Like, he also like evaporated too. Like, it reminds me of like Denos and shit. It's crazy. So this dude right here was definitely one of my favorites in this time because like it's so clean, it's so good. But there is a catch of a weakness though, especially when it comes to like finding like distractions in order to finally, you know, the one distraction I will admit when it comes to like, you know, Lucy pretty much being a little bit half naked, not fully naked mind you, but just like a little bit. But Natsu is obviously not impressed because well, the reason for his being is because he already sees Lucy like a little bit half, like pretty much like, you know, half, you know, clothes on anyway, so like it doesn't really matter at that point, at least to him, unless he's already gotten used to that fact where it's like, you know what, whatever, she's yesterday news, so it is what it is. But when it comes to, you know, that was kind of funny. They were trying to play it off, meaning that like basically trying to trick him where he's not going to be able to use his invisibility his invisibility magic, his stealth magic against Natsu and company. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you too, Natsu's finally back. So Natsu made a really more quicker recovery than I thought. Like, Natsu just jumps in there, got a really quick recovery, and was able to stop Jacob before he was able to use an assassination attack to defeat not only Lucy, but also Mavis as well. Yeah, this dude's power is so OP that he's able to actually see Mavis in ghost form, in spirit form. Now, that's actually pretty crazy as well, just to see her in that form. So when it comes down to it, he's actually a pretty insane, like, no wonder why the Spirit 12 are this damn powerful, and we can see why. So right out the gate though, when it comes to Natsu helping out, it was kind of funny. Natsu then was able to land a blow on them and stuff like that. So now he's actually going to get serious, because, you know, they kind of know like certain like little tips and tricks on like how to beat him pretty much. So now it's where Jacob is actually finally going to get serious. And yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to this episode. So we had a very emotional end of a fight when it comes to you know, Wendy's and, you know, the girls, you know, the actual girls' fight. When it comes to that, you know, that was a pretty like emotional last battle, I'm not gonna lie. And poor Sherria, like, I feel so bad that she lost her magic, but it's like, you know what, it is what it is. As long as I can keep being myself, like, it doesn't really matter if I have to sacrifice that. So that was actually really great. And then of course the assassination to Jacob, like, lots of crazy action. The animation, once again, definitely a huge improvement compared to other Fairy Tail episodes. Definitely really loved it. Definitely cannot wait, especially for the big 300, the big 300 of Fairy Tail. Yes, it is going to reach its 300th episode next week, and I know definitely they're just gonna, you know, finish off pretty much that particular fight. And yeah, so I think judging from the preview, that fight should be kind of like overish, pretty much when it comes to, you know, that. So that should be ending. So a lot of this is where the actual Spark 12 stuff gets really, really good, and especially when it comes to a certain other character, Nurse member Sparkin. But I will not spoil that for you guys unless you watch the opening Down by Law. If you have, then you know exactly who this character is that I'm actually talking about, since you've pretty much seen this person in the opening at the very end. But anyways though, when it comes to this though episode, I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 5. I really did like the animation. I really did like the music choice, obviously. Takanashi, genius when it comes to his OSTs. Definitely no complaints there. And also when it comes to the battles itself, when it comes to the final fight with Maria, it was really, really emotional, especially towards the end. I did kind of get feels there. And then the very end, the episode with the assassination fight, that's still going to finish up. It will, I think, hopefully finish up by like the next episode, from what I somewhat remember in the manga, because I did remember reading this part of the manga, and a little bit, you know, like after that, but then like the other stuff, I think maybe a little bit new to me, so I just gotta try to remember. But until then, that is pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of this episode of Fairy Tail, or this weekend's episode of Fairy Tail, whatever, episode 299. See you guys next week for the big 300 episode. And don't forget, guys, to rate, comment, subscribe as always. Don't forget to click on that bell to join the squad, boys. You know, follow everything, social media, gamer tags, what, you know what to do by now. Peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky is the limit. And manga fans, keep supporting number 2 to what you watch, and that is it. My bad content is pretty dry this week due to there's no One Piece episode. I mean, there was a chapter, but no One Piece episode. And no JoJo's Golden Wind episode. But, well, there was an episode, but it's a recap episode, unfortunately. So I didn't really have much besides this review. But there is going to be a little extra update video. And maybe a few other extra cool stuff that I will show off. And that's pretty much it. Sadly though, however though, the end of the weekend, we know the drill. Not only will we be having a One Piece chapter, but JoJo's Fighting Gold will be out as well, so that's going to be good. Really, really excited for those. So Friday is going to be really, really great. Then, of course, you know, Saturdays we got not only the One Piece episode, but then also Fairy Tail as well. So we're looking forward to those. Until then, that's it. So catch you guys later. Sorry for not that much content, but I'll try to, you know, get whatever I can this week. So whatever. Bye-bye.